196, Built by Keith. The most powerful revolution in world history has always been uNIocracy.org. The metaphysics is that everything is connected in God's reality. We're currently being run right here by a group of terrorists and criminals, can't call them anything less, who already control the entire world. The answer is that all leaders are now highly paid project manager consultants. Revolutionary because we control the project, choose the next project, and we pick every leader in the world. This is Keith Duncan from News1.Foundation, but it's also usnews.org. Now, the other answer is that what's the same system? It's the old tribal system from prehistoric days. We pick the project, we pick the leaders. This is the most revolutionary way to protect our lives and command total reform by re-educating 8 billion people known as God's children. People still simply do not know who is my Father God. And we'll also have no more Wall Street, no more publicly traded anything, only privately owned corporations, no mega banks, only local credit unions. Therefore, we have no taxes, no politics, no cybercrime, definitely no more political parties because they're only partying on we, the people's money. And it goes back to the God's people. We're under one umbrella, which is Fortune1.org. And it's all about 3 simple, perfected, simple steps. We're not making excuses. You are at every single level. And there it is. Same system. All problems are solved by we the people proxy system. It's based upon God's Constitution, which replaces every known man-made law in world history. It's the original IC stand, which is legally binding contracts, would have generated $8 million per month. There's your team money machine, which is your basic financial literacy. This is your free school education system worldwide that ties directly into solution military. No more commander-in-chiefs. No more commander-in-chiefs either. And we even have the investment1.org. There's your onenews.foundation. And of course, we now legally pass judgment on anyone around the world, again with Evote.one. It's the only universal system to stabilize God's economy. And here's the utopia of the energy system. I'm the only person in world history that has created a new economic system that everyone benefits forever. Unlimited water, unlimited electricity owned by each of you. No more Georgia Power, no more Edison, no more anyone can control our natural resources. We're the number 1 most green group in the world. This is the other system. Everyone will now go by a single international ID, the country you're born in, your birthday, there's mine, -1, which returns an integrity rating, so everyone knows who is who, and particularly their integrity rating. If they're below 0, if they're 0, they're not in the database, so we put them in the database. Never been concerned about privacy versus public. Only privacy is declared by criminals, plain and simple. And here's the end result in one little paragraph of what the world needs and must have today. Call Keith Duncan. My number's right there because I've yet to have a single person represent my life after 120 people literally tried to kill me because I was God sent as the only person in world history, obviously, most clearly stated, who's provided a new economic system. And that was the reason I was kidnapped, almost murdered by Robert D. Rose, and particularly by Douglas Vernon Duncan, who's still alive, Amy Rose, Judge Jackson in Raymond Asshole, and I use the word asshole specifically, Jackson, federal judge, no more appointed federal judges or even Supreme Court justices worldwide. Join us today and call us and book our services. We're the wealthiest group in world history of multi-billionaires, it's actually $40 billion that we're selling off so that we can finally perfect uNIocracy.org once every one of you perfect better solutions. It's always about process improvement using 5steps.life. Number 1195, Built by Keith, is the most famous broadcast in world history of Gods uNIocracy.org, now solutionmanifesto.com. We pick every project in the world. We pick every single leader in the world with the use of Evote.one and our simple database. We are news1.foundation and fortune1.org. Pause and see, this is the only solution in world history to eliminate all the financial economic warlords, including Putin, Chinese Communist Party, millions of criminals that roam freely because of your apathy. 1196, Built by Keith, from US News1.org. Today's July 4th, 2023 at about 9:10 p.m. We're sitting on the top of the world's famous Stone Mountain, Atlanta, Georgia. No one's paying attention. No one's using common sense. And here we have the anniversary of the United States, which is supposed to be the most powerful, freely liberated country in world history, and yet everyone's being slave traded, to be polite about it. And the warlords succeed by apathy and ignorance of each one of you. The system I put in place is revolutionary. It decentralizes all the authority and all the wealth of the world, which is your wealth, God's wealth, back to the place of greatest mortal need. Everyone benefits. So here is the background of the different fireworks shows that are going on all over Atlanta. This is probably the main center here. Let me look behind. That's just one of the local towns that's lit up a little bit, and then downtown Atlanta is actually right over here. And so that's probably, I'm trying to think what city's in between me and there. Well, we're at Stone Mountain. This is the site of lasertunnel.com. Over here is probably Norcross and maybe Smyrna, where Matthew Duncan was born. Well, the strangest thing of all is no one's ever represented my life or protected my rights or my life or recovered my assets. That's not only $500 million of DuncanClaim.org, it's all based on Cobb County TPO canceled restraining order July 15, 2011, when criminals decided to get rid of me, and they therefore decided to drug me, kidnap me, torture me, basically everything you can possibly imagine. And I already had the solutions because we are the #1 problem solvers of all time. And I'm trying to find out where we have the other solutions. All the solutions are right here. Beautiful. Call us at 770-377-2106 and host mediate PeaceSummit2020.com, which is also PeaceSummit2023.com. And today, I even revived solutionenergy.org, so that we no longer have any energy wars and warlords, including Saudi Arabia, OPEC, BP, Bank of England, the Vatican. Who do you think controls the databases? And that's the weirdest thing of all, is I had unhackable databases that we created back in 1976, which is again bidonkeith.com, that shows our full portfolio. $40 billion now under the umbrella of, and I got my umbrella here because it is drizzling, fortuneone.org. Hire us and we will transfer the wealth of the world back into your hands, so everyone becomes a privately held corporation worldwide and only credit unions, so the bankers will be scared to death to make a bad loan because they didn't get collateral. And we'll have a single international currency of kbitcoins.org, of just credits, just debits. Because there is no gold backing, and particularly with these stupid, unbelievable Bitcoin scams. Just trust who? All goes back to the word trust. And solutionmanifesto.com does it all at one time with a single international constitution that replaces, eliminates, null and void is the computer term, every known man-made law, so everyone understands they have a moral obligation to solve their own local community problems once and forever. That's the definition of eternity. All the other definitions have been clearly expressed on how to prevent a problem, reverse a problem, with 5steps.life that really ties into Tom Hegg and quite basically everyone. I said basic twice, basic. And that is solutiondrugs.com, which will reverse any addiction in world history, because the whole problem with mental health issues is why people are impoverished. And why two countries, two politicians, two warlords will go to war. No more wars once solutionmilitary.com. We take the authority away from the commander-in-chief. Being a little funny here, but commander-in-chief, they have no right to wage war because all they do is do it for the money. We got quite a few more shows that are coming up over here, if you can see that. Not sure it's focused well, but that's the answer for the whole world, so that everyone can actually live in a peacekeeping world. Your community. Freely travel and trade, and use teammoneymachine.com. See, everybody deserves to get paid first when they create their own business, and they manage their employees as profitshareholders.com. And here it is, one last time, very last, reinvestall.com is no more stock markets. But everyone benefits because now you become an advisor for the companies that you put your money into. So they don't waste your principal. And when the company does grow 2 or 3% a year across the board, well, the bad companies that are poorly mismanaged, well, they will collapse, and then the other small companies can remember the old Pac-Man? Pack, eat them up. All legal and all about being peacemakers. More than sufficient, where this video is right at 7 minutes. But again, Evote.one, and the world's last open public unhackable database is FOIA.ONE. Everyone now uses solutionbankfraud.com and hires myfortune1.org multi-billionaires of givingpledge.space. June 27th, 2023. The Metaphysics.Foundation is God's reality of your New World No Crime System. Here is Duncanclaim.org, a perfected $500 million lawsuit that must be signed by you. Stage mass protest rallies today and demand that Keith Duncan be protected. We even have the website yodakeith.org, and the other systems are all there right in front, gifted to all humanity.